Allison Mack, the former TV star who went to prison for her role in the NXIVM scandal, is speaking out now for the first time in a new podcast since she was released. And News 10's Juliana Bruno joins us in the studio now with what's being revealed and what else we could soon learn about NXIVM 27 years after it first came to be. Juliana.
The NXIVM scandal has roots right here in the capital region. It gained national attention for operating as a sex cult, formerly having offices in Colony and Half Moon. NXIVM's leader, Keith Raniere, was found guilty in June 2019 of racketeering, sex trafficking, other charges. And after multiple denied appeals, it's looking like the rest of his life will likely be spent in prison. But the same can't be said for some of the women he recruited to help run his organization. Like Smallville actress Allison Mack, who was released from prison 2 years ago. While the court saw Raniere as a bad faith perpetrator, Mack was shown lenience at her sentencing in Brooklyn federal court, which News 10 was there for in 2021. The judge recognized Mack as both a perpetrator and a victim who was manipulated by Raniere, which led to the harm she inflicted on others. Now, Mack is sharing her story for the first time on a podcast hosted and produced by Natalie Robomed. I had the chance to speak with Natalie today about this project.
I was personally very skeptical in the very beginning because I think, like a lot of people, I only knew the Allison that we'd kind of seen in the media thus far, you know, which was Allison the villain, Allison the person who had brought so many people to Keith and had harm caused upon them, Allison who had been a harsh master within DOS, the women's only sorority, they called it. But, you know, there also is another side to Allison.
I was harsh, and I was callous, and I was aggressive and forceful in ways that were painful for people and did make people feel like they had no choice, and was incredibly abusive to people, traumatic for people.
As you just heard, Mack expressed remorse on the podcast, similar to the statement she gave at sentencing in 2021 when she renounced Keith Raniere. Here's what Robomed hopes listeners take away from the podcast, which offers a new perspective on the case.
I think we all would like to think that none of us would end up in a cult, but having looked at Allison's story and spent a lot of time with her in depth, my feeling is that, you know, unfortunately, many of us, if we encountered the wrong person at the wrong time, might wind up doing things that we later regret.
Robomed said that soon listeners of the podcast will hear from Lauren Salzman, another former high-ranking NXIVM member who ended up flipping against Raniere and testifying at his trial. You can listen to Allison After NXIVM from CBC and Campside Media wherever you get your podcasts. Reporting in studio, Juliana Bruno, News 10 ABC.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Juliana. Appreciate it.